Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's getting a chance to get out and enjoy some of this nice weather. Yeah, it's really been nice this last week or so. But yeah, this is Kitchen Talk Time with Granna. So let's go ahead and hop into this little love and marriage huntsville, okay? Well, the last time I talked to you guys about love and marriage huntsville, I actually had missed the weekend of it because I was into the wrestling thing, but I did catch up on it. And yeah, let's see. Started out with Martel. So he has a wine. Okay, Martel has a wine now. I guess he really trying to grow his brand back or get his brand back to where it was, not even halfway where it was when Melanie and him was together, but just trying to rebuild. Okay. He has a wine line, and he named it after his grandmother. And I was doing something else when I was watching that little episode. So I think I think the wine is called Anna, but he named it after his grandmother. And he had gotten some samples in from California, and he had went over to his mom's house, and they was testing his samples and everything. His mom said it was good. I haven't heard anyone else say anything about his wine, so I'm not really sure the taste or how it is. Of course, he says he made this wine because it was very similar. Well, he wanted to make this wine because him and Melanie, whenever they used to go out, they would always have this red wine, and it was just really good. She really liked it, so he made it for Melanie. But Martel is not really a drinker, I don't think, because even on the episodes, the last 3-4 episodes, he's not really been doing a whole lot of drinking. So I don't know if he really drink like that. But kudos to him, hopefully his wine, make it, I don't know, maybe he can take it to the cigar bar and let them add it on their menu along with their chocolate wine that they have. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, he did that. And of course, he was still going on and about the book signing that the kids missed the week before that. So he was still talking about that and not saying he don't understand, even though it wasn't his weekend, why he couldn't get the kids for that weekend to do the book signing. But it seemed like there was a big communication gap between him and Melanie, because Melanie was saying that she didn't even get the email or text about it till like maybe 2 days in advance, a day and a half, 2 days in advance. He sent her a text referring to the girl's hair being done, and she was actually preparing to go out of town with the girls because she had death in her family. So she was prepared to take the kids out of town. So it whether it's here or there, the bottom line, it wasn't his weekend, and seemed like that communication wasn't there, or she wasn't given enough time to arrange with him to get the kids. But that's what it was. Looking at it reading between the line between both of them, it was not his weekend. So I just say to Martel with that, when he's got different events going on, or his manager is planning out his events and it's gonna involve the kids, he needs to make sure that they're done on the times that he has with the kids on his weekends, or during the week that he has the kids. So that's what that was mostly about. He was just basically dogging Mel about the kids missing his event and talking about his wine, and then Melanie, Stormy and Tiffany kind of had a heart-to-heart, and I think it was in suggestion with Melanie and Tiffany's conversation that she needed to go and have a heart-to-heart with Stormy about their pajama party sleepover, where Tiffany thought Stormy came off too strong to her, or whatever the case was, which Tiffany did throw a little slick one off in there when they was having that conversation. So Tiffany did go and have a heart-to-heart with Stormy, and they sit down. But Stormy be giving them facial expression like, girl, whatever, girl, be quiet. But it seemed like they kind of patched things up so that they can at least, be around each other and everything. And Stormy did say she was open for them to build on their relationships. So yeah, hopefully they work that out. But I don't know, because I keep seeing at the end of each episode that's going on now, at the end of each week, they throwing the little thing in there. Look like Storm is gonna get into it. Seems like she's getting into it with Tisha and some people that's on Tisha's side. I don't know, but we're gonna see how that plays out. They're gonna probably save that one to the very last, but it's coming up. Okay. Kimmy and Letitia had a conversation about the pajama party, and before that conversation, Kimmy and Maurice went on their honeymoon. They finally got their honeymoon, so they did that. And when they got back, she met up with Letitia to kind of just once again squash what Tisha may think is going on with them, and to reassure Tisha that their relationship is okay and all that. And then she went into telling Letitia about everybody that was at the pajama party. And she, let her know that, Letitia and Destiny was not there, but Kiki was there. And she was just telling Letitia that she didn't know that Kiki and Melanie was that tight, was close like that. And Letitia was kind of surprised. She was like, well, no, she didn't think they were either. So, of course, Kimmy, she went on, let her know that there was conversations going on about Letitia and Marcel at the pajama party. So, of course, Letitia had to go ahead and set up a little meeting to get with Kiki on what she had heard from Kimmy that was being said about her at the pajama party. Yeah, so that kind of came into play around the last little few minutes of the episode. Let's see. Marcel is never, he's seen to be the type of person that does not like to apologize when he's in the wrong, or people feel like he's done wrong by them. But they finally convinced him, or I don't know, maybe it was more that Lewis was convinced to go and have a sit down with the Marcel about what went down in the last reunion. And, the way Marcel came off on him about him giving some advice about him and Letitia's marriage and stuff like that. So Lewis did go, to the cigar bar, and he sit down, and Maurice was there. So I'm glad, I guess Maurice was like the referee person. But they sit down and they had a conversation, and Marcel was kind of real strong, came with a strong, attitude at first. And, Lewis let him talk and everything. And I guess they worked out their difference, because they ended up shaking about it. But Marcel was not ready to apologize till Maurice kind of had to push him into it. And I don't even know if he really ever just apologized. But Lewis did apologize for, making comments or remarks on things that he might have seen that, might help their marriage, because he's been divorced and married. And when you go through a divorce, you learn things not to do when you go into a second marriage and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe everybody just need to mind their own marriage and not worry about what this person got going on or that person got going on, because people don't be liking you for you to get them no comments on their marriage, especially if you think if the person is giving some type of negative comment about it. They don't want to hear that. And that seems like that might be the type of person that Marcel is. So maybe the guys don't even need to try to give him no type of advice on his marriage or whatever. But they seem like they made up, seem like they, duked it out and worded out, and they came together. And like I said, Lewis did apologize, and I guess you can say Marcel did to a certain extent. I don't know, because it didn't really seem like one to me. But but then, it get to the end where Letitia has a meet with Kiki at the cigar bar. And, she was just telling Kiki, she did not appreciate her going there to Mel and discussing her. Why would she do that? She's her cousin and this and that. They had a pretty heated conversation, and it ended up where Letitia just kind of walked out. And I don't know what it went on in the past. I don't even remember in the first or second episode. Well, apparently Martell and Melanie had invited the people over, and they had also invited Kiki to come over, and Letitia and Marcel decided to tell Mel, the host, the host, something about Kiki or something she had did. I think something about a shoplifting, allegedly. From what I was trying to put together the pieces, I guess she had shoplifted allegedly, because I ain't trying to get nobody to come after me. And they was telling Melanie and Martell about it before Kiki got over to the whatever event they had going on, because she was going into their home. And, Kiki brought that up, saying that, Letitia had put all her business out there and all this and that, and going back and forward about who put who business out there. And at the end, Letitia just finally said, well, I guess we just won't be friends, or we just won't deal with each other. And gets up and leave. And that's the end of it. Now, I will say Miss Kiki came dressed to kill. She looks a lot like her auntie Wanda. She does. She actually looks more like Wanda than Letitia does. So, she come in there, she got her boots on, her high boots and everything, and she looked cute and everything. I give her that. So she was definitely coming to get her 15 more minutes of TV time. She was dressed to impress for her 15 minutes, okay? So that went down, and Letitia ends up leaving, and when she gets outside, she calls Kimmy to tell Kimmy about the conversation and how the conversation went. And Kimmy was just getting into giving her a little advice about it and why did it go to the left. And here comes Kiki. Kiki walks up on Letitia like, oh, so who you calling talking about me now to? Who you're talking to about me now? I was like, oh, Lord, here we go again. Lord have mercy. So I don't know how this relationship is going to work with them. Everything that we're seeing now happened months ago. They maybe done kissed and made up by now because they are family. But then sometime, I will tell you this, sometimes you just have to let family go to the left and you go to the right, and just let family do what they do. And with them being on a national TV show every week, and if Tisha trying to stay drama-free as she say she is, she just might need to just let Kiki do what Kiki's doing. And, because if they're not letting her if she's not being involved with the show with Letitia, she probably not going to have too many more times to be on the show anyway. I mean, other than her talking about Letitia, what else can she bring to the show? Nothing. So we'll see how that work out. We will have to see, like I said, coming up this weekend. I don't know if this is going to be the episode with the big throwdown or showdown with all the ladies being together or not. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes and what's going on. But you guys know Love and Marriage DC getting ready to come on. It's coming on, I think, right around Mother's Day in May. It'll be coming on, and it's going to be, oh my God, she was on Potomac. She did Potomac, the Housewives of Potomac. I can't even think of her name right now. Monique Samuel. She's going to be on DC, Love and Marriage DC. So that's coming right after this Love and Marriage Huntsville go off. So I'm excited to see what Monique and who's going to be on that cast, who she's bringing on that cast. So I'm excited to see how they're going to do and stuff. And did I watch Can in the Game? I might have watched a little bit of Can in the Game, but I guess it really wasn't that exciting because I really don't remember too much exciting stuff other than they caught Brandon in the office with old girl, and they're gonna talk to him about that. That's pretty much was it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm about to get up out of here. Next time I'll really get into Can in the Game so I can bring y'all a little bit of something about that. But guys, don't forget to go back and show Granna some love. Hit that subscribe button. Share my video with your family and friends. And just have a great day and be kind to people, okay? I'm going to check you guys out next time around.